Hello everybody, welcome to another Pajodcast Media Let's Play. I'm your host Kyle, and today I'm actually on my own. This is going to be our first long-term solo series. It's a game I've wanted to do for a long time, and it's probably one of my favorites, Dark Cloud 2, 2003. A flawed game for sure, but it's very much in our wheelhouse as a JRPG. You'll see here there's a kind of like a rad fucking intro sequence video. This was a game I think I put probably somewhere around 400 hours in over the course of my childhood. PS2 game that I've wanted to do for a long time, but I wasn't really sure if it was in Ryan or Chris's wheelhouse. But with the sheer amount of content that we've been putting out, I figured now was a decent time to be able to throw this in. This will be kind of like a sporadic coming and going situation when I'm kind of running low on backlog with the other guys, which we definitely are right now. So there'll definitely be a few episodes here in this first run. I don't know, like I'll still trickle some in even if we're doing well, just so we're not like totally absent with it. But it definitely won't be as frequent when I've got Ryan and Chris videos available to go, because I don't want to be, hogging all of the time with the solo feature when those guys are around. But 14 videos a week is a lot, and sometimes there are things that come up that make it so that you can't record with them for totally reasonable reasons. And I don't want to fuck with the shit, and I don't want to make you guys miss out on content. So, also, yeah, this opening video like rocked my world when I was a kid. Aesthetically, I really like this game. This was kind of the first examples of cell shading that I saw, and it was a bit of a departure from the first game, where it was definitely still like an animated style, but it wasn't quite in the cell shading style as the other one. And I absolutely adore the music in this game. Very like violin-y, but definitely in a good way. Controller, are we cool? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. This is a port from a PS2 game, so the options button is not my start button. I have to push on the touchpad. And right off the bat, they make you choose main character's clothes. I like this sticking with the traditional outfit, but I'll show you what his different jams are there. He's got his fancy clothes, he's got his overalls and his green overalls. And the shoes are like pretty irrelevant, but yeah, we'll just stick with what we got. But yeah, this will be fun for me. I really enjoy this game. And it definitely kicks off with a bang. I also apologize for the letterboxing on the sides, but 2003, so, we were working off of SD at the time. Here we get a little in medias res.
Those monsters are in my father's room. Father!
Opening here. Princess Jasmine over here. Maybe sneaking to the side when there's 4 people looking directly at you, not the best move. Also, having an actual sword in a hallway with a statue seems bad for security, but very convenient for right now. And this is kind of our combat tutorial. So yeah, circle locks on, R1 blocks when you're locking on. Or no, it blocks all the time, I'm sorry. X attacks, and then yeah, hold L1 and attack for magic. And yeah, basically, you've got... when we get into this is just like a one-off fight here. When we get into like the game proper and we get into combat for the first time, it's a little bit slower. I'll kind of go through what everything is. This is more so just here's a cool fight thematically, so here you go, everybody, kind of thing. They're just trying to get you, get your heart pumping. Starting off with a bang. That room, not looking so hot. And that man's collar is a little high. He's like a shitty Orin who just walked into a black hole. And also, not to be Mr. Critical, but maybe don't leave the sword there when there are things trying to murder you. That's just...
Dear Mother.
This is my hot take, okay.
How are you? I'm doing fine. So much has happened that I don't know where to start. Well, I guess it's easiest to start at the beginning.
So most stories begin, unless you're Quentin Tarantino.
That night. Right. That night of the storm.
Also, if that's a letter, which I'm assuming it is because he started Dear Mother, how are you? Not really a question she's going to be able to answer. Just throwing that one out there. Legitimately love the music in this game so much.
Oh, I'm soaked.
Especially like in this town in particular, it's all like fancy French 1800s.
Pretty early today, huh?
Yeah, I guess, but take a look at this. Haha, ta-da! Check this out. I got a ticket for Flotsam Circus Troupe.
Oh, good for you. Your dad's not gonna try to stop you?
He said I could go.
Well, you'd better finish your work quick then, huh?
Right.
Hey, Max, what's that you got there?
What's this? Father gave it to me yesterday. Always wear it, he said. It's pretty old. I don't know what it is.
I don't know, Cigar Man.
Well, can I get started?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Gabriel's vacuum is set up below. Go to it, lad.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, for anybody who's wanting to, this is a JRPG, so it's plot heavy at times. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. This is a safe spot. I'm just gonna toss one of those good ones in there. I had done a file previously, but I'm not gonna need that. Not gonna need that anymore. Moving on in. So yeah, it's a little plot heavy in the beginning. It definitely happens throughout the game as well, but once we get into it, you get going in progress for like a decent clip. So we've got our wrench now, or repair tool, but it's a wrench. Gotta get this shit done so we can go to the circus.
Okay, here we go.
Because this is before the internet.
This is the Anbar Type 2 here.
So that's kind of what you needed to do for
Pretty
funsies.
specialized hose attachment. Oh, I see the problem.
Oh yeah, there's 2 moons here. Just don't worry about it. Oh, the circus music. This is another... I'm gonna end up doing this like the entire game. I fucking love the music here.
Well, is everybody ready? Let's have a stupendous show tonight.
Also, just
Let's make this
throw that out there. Each of those clowns are just holding 2 daggers.
all right, all.
Just
Let's get to work.
maybe a little concerning if you're walking down the street and you see 4 clowns just holding 8 knives. I would not go to that circus. That's just me, but I don't know. And then, like many games start, we got Link over here, sleeping away the start of the adventure.
Oh no! It's about to start. Why the heck didn't it go off?
I don't know, late subtitle. That definitely happens a couple times in this game where they'll like throw subtitles in at the wrong time. Or in one really egregious example, they'll just straight up throw in the wrong audio clip. Where someone will say something that they don't actually say for like another like half an hour into the game. And it's like, really? No one caught that one in post? It's definitely flawed, like I said, but this game has a lot of character. Although so far too many clowns for my liking. I fucking hate clowns.
You'll need a ticket to go in.
Of course, stereotyping Frenchman. Here's your ticket.
Here you go. Hey, my ticket.
I mean, you just showed it to him. I feel like he should just let you in either way.
Believe it. Of all the...
But also, dick move, tiny red hair child. Wearing a nightgown? Find the boy who ran away with your ticket. Check with the people in town first. Excuse me, random couple. Oh, fucking... First of all, it's to the side. Second of all, it's an emergency, okay? He stole my circus ticket.
Did you see a little red-headed kid come this way?
Nope. You see anything?
He headed towards City Hall.
Okay, somebody rolled really low on their perception because he was in front of you and there's no one else on the street. That's City Hall, so let's ask Grandmama.
Did you see a red-haired boy run by?
Oh, yes. Just now. I'm certain I saw him heading that way.
Cool. Was I supposed to talk to this girl? Oh, maybe it's this girl.
Sorry, but I have to go to City Hall.
Oh, no, she's there to tell you which building is City Hall. Okay. Oh, it's just, right, okay, it's over here. My bad.
Hey, did you see a red-haired boy?
Me? No, sorry.
I see.
I'm not gonna rat him out. Snitches get stitches.
Huh?
It's not my move. And then we got some
Hey!
shenanigans over here. Some Three Stooges-esque sneaking around. And a very aggressive tackle.
Hand over the ticket.
That might be
I'm
assault.
sorry. I just wanted to see the circus. Just once.
You really want to see the circus, huh?
That is what he just said.
I'm sorry. I promise I'll never do it again.
All right. Here you go.
Just gonna
Come on, it's
Just-
yours.
let you off the hook real quick.
Yep. I'll go see you next time.
Wow, thanks. Really?
You'd better go now. It's about to start.
Okay, see ya.
Never been one for like random acts of kindness for people who fucked me. That's just me. Maybe
What?
this is why I'm not the protagonist of a game, because I'm like kind of a dick.
You might be able to do it.
Right, because maybe this happened to me,
The first
and
door
my
is waiting for you.
test and the first door was waiting for me, and then I was like, fuck you, give me my circus ticket back, and then, boom. Still living my regular life.
What's going on?
Waiting tables, making YouTube videos. Playing video games. Could have been the protagonist of a game. And I don't know what the purpose of that was. But cool, we have our circus ticket back. Also, yeah, the controls for the camera are inverted. Left and right. And I will never remember that for the rest of my life. You will always, when I go to switch the camera, I'm always going to put it in the wrong direction first. Just get used to that, everybody. But we good. Can't see anything. Also, I love that the crowd. It's 2003, so it's like there's like 4 people in the crowd that are just copy pasted to make a crowd. They're not even that far apart. Like, you gotta put a few more people in there so it's not, or like palette swap them at least, so it's not super obvious. Also, I feel like you're not allowed up here. Like, admittedly, he couldn't see for shit, and this guy is jacked as fuck because he's literally juggling 3 people. Sorry, he's literally juggling 4 people with no difficulty. And then we got Tusky the elephant back here. Remember, I don't have we didn't do a ton of circus time when I was younger, but I remember one specific time where I rode an elephant, and it was rad as shit. Terrifying, but, you know, because I was like 6, but pretty rad. Also, that thing's got the red eyes. It's pissed. I would not want to be around that elephant right now. Considering it literally just did the sphere shot from Final Fantasy X, that's a little bit more agile of an elephant than I was prepared for. It did a fucking flip. Jesus Christ. And then we got some trapeze work. I feel like that whoever's on the top, whichever one of those clowns at the top, must be literally having his shoulders dislocated from holding up the weight of like 7 other clowns. Because it was all from one point.
Well, Mayor, you're certainly looking well. Well, if it isn't my favorite roasted chestnuts. You thought of everything.
Huh? What's this about?
Took you a solid 3 sentences before you reacted to it, but sure.
Indeed, this town's chestnuts are the best.
Alright. A secret meeting in the back of a circus.
Is that the mayor?
So, have you found it?
Well, not yet. You see...
Now, Mayor, are you really trying hard enough? You know what happens if you don't find the stone, don't you?
Wait, please, I'm trying my best to find it. Please, I need more time.
Alright, we've got a shakedown from the,
Remember, this
from the
chance
circus.
is your last.
Are you sure that the stone is in this town?
Oh, yes. Oh, I can smell it. I can smell it. The stone is in this town. Absolutely.
Oh, it's so creepy.
We turned the mine inside out looking for it. We couldn't find a trace.
Oh, abusive clown. Alright.
Oh,
That's-
sweet Mayor, we've been through this.
It's a bad time for a mayor.
I've told you before. I don't tolerate excuses.
I'm a little upset now that we've paid money
Really are living the sweet life, huh?
for this circus now. I don't want to
Not
support this
knowing
guy
anything
anymore.
of the outside world, they're lost in their carefree lives. With such a pack of ninnies, no wonder they can't find a single stone.
You can't tell anyone about the outside. There'd be a panic.
Oh, what's going on the outside?
Stone.
Oh, I know, Mayor Pool. We'll keep it our little secret.
Not the most stealthy maneuver.
Who are you?
Max, run! Hurry!
Wake up, fools!
Hang on. They're just...
See it? The red stone around that boy's neck.
Yeah, whatever.
We found
Is
it.
that interesting, or is it the, like, 8 guys who were just hanging out in crates?
Well, what are you waiting for?
Just waiting for their cue.
Him.
Come on, man. Also, there's stairs right there. Leaping 20 feet up in the air is impressive, but apparently not that useful. I've had this dream before. I think that we've all had this dream before, running from clowns in the circus. At least now their daggers make sense, but maybe they shouldn't have been carrying them openly in their hand. Sweet jukes. Openly in their hands when they were, you know, supposed to be drumming up business. Oh, trapeze shit. Oh, big dick kicks. And, oh... Alright. These guys are terrible hench people. And... like, now that we've made it into public, I feel like it should be a little bit safer to just try to run through a crowd, because someone's gonna be like, hey, you're just chasing after this kid. I'm also gonna say that I think he's starting to run out of places to go. This might be a less fruitful endeavor. Like, we're totally out of places to run now. But we were able to do the anime jump off of the falling thing and landing without any harm coming to us. And now we've just murdered 3 clowns under the wreckage of that chandelier. Oh, here's 4 more. So yeah, just oh, here's the regular battle theme, which is my favorite of all time of any video game, is this one here. Real quick for combat, top left is my health bar. Active items, of which I don't have any, are the 3 slots right below it. Top right, you'll see that I have my wrench there with a gauge for weapon durability. That if it runs out, my weapon won't do damage anymore. There's also room for another weapon slot that'll come up later. And I didn't have time to explain any of the enemy health bar stuff, but that's okay. Short fight. The first 2, like I said, are like one-offs, but then after this it gets like in a normal, regular fight territory when we get into them.
Alright, I guess this will have to do.
Don't know what that means, but sure. Excuse me, I would be running too. At least now it makes sense that he's breathing hard. He was just breathing hard immediately when he started running before. And I was like, gotta put some cardio in there, Max. And just
Well, boy, shall we?
no fanfare. Where were they keeping that? That thing's bigger than the fucking tent. Here's my horrific clown mech. The Clown Gundam. I feel like the climbing thing is not as fruitful as he thinks it is. Like, you got lucky last time, but eventually you start running out of space. To go, shit.
Do these guys ever quit?
Forgot to mute Discord. My apologies, everybody. You have a weapon. And he is dead. Now we've murdered 4 clowns. Plus the other 4 that we, you know, fought in proper, but... So like 8 now, I guess. We're going to... Okay.
Oh, what now?
Hand over the
I feel like you're underselling the fucking Clown Gundam a little bit here.
Pendant? What, this?
Don't do it!
You've got it, mysterious child who was over there for like a quarter of a second.
Well, what's it gonna be?
You can't give it to him. It's too important.
Hand it over! No!
No! I won't!
Well, if it's going to be that way, then die!
Okay, that escalated quickly. We are way too adept at parkour for a teenage boy. It's working for us, though. Fucking run! Oh, don't. That's problematic.
Oh, nowhere to run now, boy.
Okay.
You idiot!
I can't help but feel that he got a little lucky.
Max!
That his chasers are a little incompetent. See, this is the first good idea that they've had the whole time. Going underground. Down into a sewer. Maybe a good plan. Not looking back up, though. That's a terrible idea. But don't look back up. But that worked. That was a good plan.
Scared then. But in a way, it was really fun.
Ah, yes.
I mean, every boring day had been just
The title sequence.
But this was the beginning of a real adventure.
And every good JRPG always has a montage of what's going to come up in the game. All of this will make sense at some point, but here we've got some fucking strings instrument song by a lady singing. It's a jam. I'm probably gonna get copyright struck for this one, but it's okay, we've dealt with that before. And yes, this is a world that has airships because it's a fucking anime. And a human-sized Moses horn. And yeah, those two run into each other again. And wing swords, that's a thing. And yeah, the 2 people that we have played as so far will run into each other at some points. Max and the mysterious girl that we do not know the name of yet. I'm pretty sure that this is unskippable, but it's also soothing. We just went through some shit. I'm gonna have a nightmare afterwards, so this'll just, you know, keep everything okay on the inside. Remember that the entire world isn't covered in clowns. Although this one might be. Maybe that's what the deal with the outside world is that nobody needs to know about. It's just all clowns. And running stone golems, apparently. Alright. Gotten through the obligatory title sequence. Hang on. He can't have been the one lower on the ladder if he was the one who was peeking out. And went in second.
You okay?
That's not how ladders work.
Yeah.
I'd never noticed that before.
You saved me, Donnie.
Hey, don't mention it.
He just did.
Out there, who are those guys?
Flotsam Circus Troupe.
Flotsam Circus Troupe of Murder Clowns.
After you.
I think I heard something I wasn't supposed to.
Oh, you definitely heard something you weren't supposed to.
Exactly what was going on. But I needed to get out of there.
Yeah.
Donnie, what is this place?
It's the underground water channel supplying the town.
Really?
So it's not a sewer. It's a little nicer.
Secret base.
Not gonna call it that because I'm not 12, but you got it. The underground water channel sounds better anyway.
Those clowns will
That
never
actually
find
sounds
you.
legitimately cool.
Just relax.
Yeah.
Talk to Johnny and your story will continue. You may want to save your progress at a save point first. Yeah, let's do that. I know we're coming up on time for the episode, but I want to at least get through all of the opening shit. As per usual with us, JRPGs will sometimes give you a lot of expository bullshit, and I like to make sure there's not multiple episodes in a row of that, so...
So what are you gonna do?
We'll just get through our shenanigans here.
So this goes outside of the town, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Exactly.
We're about to get some plot drops here, though.
Max, what are you cooking up?
Something's going on in the outside world.
What?
That Flotsam guy is threatening the mayor.
What? Why?
I'm not sure myself. But Flotsam said it. The whole town's living a carefree life, not knowing what's going on outside. What does that mean?
Don't know.
But after Blackstone Railroad went out of service, no one's left town. And it's not that they don't leave. They can't leave. The reason why the mayor doesn't
town
open the gate must be so that people don't
Is
see
a
the outside.
prison.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
How does everyone live here and just not... No one asks why the door is
You're not
just
thinking of-
closed.
Uh-huh. I'm leaving this town.
Oh, hold on there. Seriously? But there's all kinds of weird creatures in the channel.
I'll be fine. I usually use this to fix things, but it makes a pretty good weapon, too.
Certainly does.
No use trying to stop you now. Hold on a sec.
How long was he gone for that you had to stand there impatiently
Voila!
while he gave you a toy gun?
This is...
My baby. But you'll need him more. It gets a little rowdy around here.
I guess it's probably supposed to be a regular gun, but just the overall shape of it and the shell shading texture.
Take it already.
Just fucking take it and go. You need a gun, man. What if there's heat downtown? Classic gun. Yeah, so this is his
And
ranged
with
weapon.
This one we can keep in touch while you're in the channel.
Yeah, maybe you can keep that, because you're kind of annoying already. I appreciate the stuff and what you've done for me, but I kind of hate your voice.
Watch yourself, Max.
Yep. Donnie, I need you to keep an eye out for those guys here.
No problem. Whatever you say. Huh? Hey, why do I have to stand watch?
Because I'm the one who has the weapons, idiot. You just gave me your gun.
Sorry, Donnie, but I want to see the outside world with my own eyes.
Sorry, Donnie. Get fucked. You're my sidekick now.
Chapter 1. To the outside world.
Yeah. End of chapter. Or end prologue, more like, but... Alright, so now we're into the underground water channel and into the game proper. I think that this is a good place to call this first episode. This is kind of where we... There's still a little bit of cutscene shenanigans for a bit, like, coming and going through tutorial use, but we have now made it into the game proper. We're into our first dungeon. And in the next episode, we'll continue on into the underground channel and get this adventure started for real. Thanks for joining us, everybody. See you guys next time.